Alrighty, we are live. See if anyone joins on this Sunday at 11:48. I got close to that 12 o'clock start time. Like I said, guys, 12 o'clock every Sunday. Not every Sunday. A majority of the Sundays, I'll try to get in and do a live stream. Let me get water. We'll wait for maybe like 4 people to join in this, and then just start looking at houses. If no one leaves a comment, I'll just start getting into some stuff. I've pulled up Salina right now. I've been talking about, I think for the past videos, I've been talking about Frisco and Prosper, but we'll talk about some Salina neighborhoods. Let's see here. I'll start getting into details about some of these Salina homes here in like 4 minutes. I'm just waiting for a couple more people to join. But if you are joined right now and you want to leave a address or a neighborhood or something for me to go look at or kind of review with you guys, just leave a comment. We got 2 viewers right now. Let's go. Hopefully my mic is okay. I like all these settings. The software I use for these live streams is OBS Studio or OB Studio. I think it's OBS Studio. It's kind of funny having all these like windows opened up on my monitor, but if my audio cuts out or if it's not good, just let me know. Can I do... Hey, what's going on? I'm trying to figure out, is there a way on Zillow to just filter it by 2023? Anybody know? I'm not really on Zillow ever. If you know, please tell me, because I'm looking at these filters and oh, year bill. Okay, there we go. Found it. Alright, let's do 2022 to 2023. We'll look at new construction stuff. Apply. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. What's going on, Chris? Thanks for joining me. Hey, you're coming. Hey, thank you for joining back-to-back weekends. I'll start looking at some of these floor plans in here. I'm going to be talking about Salina. I feel like my past videos have done like Frisco, Prosper. I know majority of the time I'm making videos around those areas. But we'll start looking at some of these that are... Oh, look at this one. How do we feel about the black? I don't know if this is going to be the actual brick color, but IDK about this one. Hopefully it's not that black. Kind of looks like a haunted house. I mean, during Halloween, it'd be pretty sick. See some of these elevations. Okay, what is this one? This one is Liliana. Oh, I've talked about this neighborhood before. I did Salina. Why is Liliana popping up? This is Salina. Okay, let's see this one. All right, leave a comment, guys. I'm just gonna be doing like improv here. If you can leave like a comment about a house or a neighborhood or something that we haven't talked about in the previous weeks, greatly appreciate it. If not, I'm just gonna jump into this house right now, kind of look at this floor plan. So the deal, let me get the MLS number so I can just pull up. Oh, I think this is a Dries custom. Is this not on the MLS? Doesn't look like it's on the MLS. They don't give me the MLS number, so I can't pull this up on the MLS. I'll just have to find another house to kind of compare it with. But okay, let's look at this one. This one says, this is the Dries Customs. Park Hill that's the Park Hill plan. Beautiful single level home, or you can customize space to include a second story. Oh, this is one that you could potentially build, maybe. Key aspect, home is highly functional, family foyer area. Let's look at these. Okay, this is the Park Hill plan by Dries Customs over in Light Farms. And I'll pull it up on a map too, and we'll kind of look at the areas around there and maybe some of the developments that are going in. Okay. Let me see, which one's my favorite one out of these? Kind of almost looks like a Perry home too, with these like wooded accents. I think out of all these elevations, I don't know, sometimes the stucco is like a hit or miss with me, especially if it's like this tan brick. Or not tan brick, sorry, this tan stucco. There's some of the homes. Yeah, see, I don't think that looks good to me. I like this white one. Not a fan of the orange garage. But sometimes these colors are like a little bit different from like what they show online. Okay, this floor plan, give me the actual floor plan. Oh look, they got some wooded beams up here, vaulted ceiling. That's nice. Here's the primary bedroom. So not a floating tub on this one. There's maybe a little media space, bedroom, fourth bedroom. Here's another look. My goodness. Oh, this is just a variety. Let me see if I can find, maybe that wasn't a good one to actually look at. That one didn't even give me like a floor plan. Let's look at this one. This one's over in Mustang Lakes. This one's 653,000. Langford. Let's see. Is this actually an MLS? No. Okay, this one does give me a floor plan. So this is, who's the builder on this one? This is David Weekly. This looks like David Weekly. Okay, yeah, that's David Weekly. Alright, let's look through this floor plan. Okay, this is what I want. So family room, kitchen, study, bedroom in the front. Oh, 3-car garage is nice. It does give the appeal that it's a 2-car, but it does have that extra space. Utility powder, maybe they can do it where they connect the utility. I don't know, not on this one, it doesn't look like. Let's see, does it have a second story? So it's open to below. So this family room is open with the higher ceilings. Open bedroom. They're calling this, David Weekley calls it a retreat, but I guess it's just another like game room, playroom area. It's also open down below to the fire area. Let's see. Okay, so this is at $653,000. This is a buildable plan. So for David, I don't know, some of the David Weekley floor plans are kind of weird to me when I walk into them. I would say that I was to rate, like, personally how I like them. I mean, I think this also goes with like the families that I walk through too. Highland, I find, I don't know, I have families that like Normandy over Highland homes. But I think Highland and Normandy doesn't really offer like 40, like you'll find Highland home offers more plans that are on like 40-foot lots. So if like you're trying to stay within a budget, if you're trying to stay like in certain areas with certain school districts, I find that Normandy is usually more on like the 50, 55, 60-foot lots. I'm sure, I think Normandy, when they do their 40-foot lots, it's because they're doing their CB Ginny, because they're both the same company. It's Green Brick Partners, and they're the ones that own Southgate, Normandy, Trophy Signature. They own like all those builders into one, basically one whole company. Highland, like how it just goes, I would say David Weekley, Normandy, and then Highland. That's how I would rate them. But if you're looking at a 40-foot lot, I don't like the Highland homes as, I think they're still nice, but it just kind of comes down to like how much space inside the home, because it does, once you get on those 40-foot lots with those Highland homes, it does get pretty narrow with things. Let me look at, here, what we'll do is I'll pull up David Weekley in the Highland homes. So David Weekley, Salina. I think I could do like Parks at Wilson Creek is like, and we'll kind of compare these, because Parks at Wilson Creek, I do get some families coming in and asking me about that. So let's look here. And then we'll pull up Highland homes. Well, this is my VPN, sure. Okay, I'm turning my VPN off because yeah, Tri-Point is definitely gonna feel the worst, like quality-wise. Like I have some families that have walked in and they definitely have noticed when they walk into the other builders. Now, that's not to hopefully deter you from going with Tri-Point, because I think it'll be fine within that community, but it is the lowest cost for reasons. Let's see. Okay, I'll pull up Tri-Point too. I think this is all good. This is all great, guys. Highland Homes, Parks, Wilson. My Google browser is just not working. Yeah, I think Normandy's better than Drees. I think Drees still has good quality. I just personally like Normandy. I mean, right now, like you're kind of comparing similar builders all with each other, so I think it comes down to like really the floor plan at the end of the day, and what works most with you in that sense. Drees does offer like some pretty good upgrades with their thing. I mean, but so does Normandy. I feel like they're kind of, but personally, like to me, I like Normandy though. Okay, let's check out some of these, because I think both of these are building on Parks at Wilson Creek is also building on 40s. No, Kelly, I'm okay. I don't need you. Maybe I do. Let's pull up these. Is this going back and forth? Cool. Okay, awesome. Okay, so this is, let's show quick move-ins only right now. This will give me a better idea of what their pricing is. So they have the Pimshore, the Braze. So they have 2 quick move-ins right now, currently under construction. And then let's look at, oh, that wasn't Highland Homes. All right, we'll look at the quick move-ins for Highland Homes if they have some. Okay, they have 1 quick move-in, 5 homes coming soon. Oh, 6 quick move-ins. Okay, let's look at these quick move-ins. So this one's starting at $607,000. Let me just write this down so I can get this, because I'll try to compare this with another one that's it's just easy for me to jump back and forth. Alright, so I don't have to jump back and forth. Okay, let's just look at this single family home. So 607,000. You have a 4-bed, 3-bath, 2-car. Let's see what this first floor. So covered porch area. The thing that's really annoying with the covered porches is that you get out to some of these, like this one's a little bit more extended. I definitely think that if you can upgrade and you have like a little bit more of a, you know, budget to work with when it comes to your upgrades, I do think the extended covered porch is worth it. Now, if you don't really have a backyard, maybe not. Some of these lots that are under like 120-foot depths, maybe not as much worth it for you, but if you do have kind of a bigger yard, I do think the covered porch is definitely worth it. Okay, they're calling this an owner's retreat. So this is the primary bedroom, the master bedroom, but they call this the owner's retreat. Okay, so dining, family, kitchen is over, kind of the island is diagonal. Utility room is kind of further away from the primary bedroom. 2-car garage. So here's the 3rd bath. So you have 3 baths, so 1 owner's bath. So it looks like they have the sinks where they're kind of together with each other, not kind of split apart. I do think it's kind of nicer walking in these bathrooms when the like the vanity and the sink is like separate from your spouse, for a little bit more space. Some of them do a nice job where like if they do connect them and it's one long piece, at least adding like cabinets underneath and drawers, and some of them will actually have like a little makeup area where you can put a chair. But I do kind of like, personally, I like it better when it's kind of split apart from each other. Let's see, 2-car garage. You have the entryway, and then this section right here is like a covered porch area that you can walk up to, and it looks like they're going to do flower bedding just on the outside. Okay. Is there more photos? Oh, I guess the model home. Okay, let's look at the inside of this one. This is the Pimshore, or Pimshore. Let's see. Okay. So here's what the office space looks like. So you have these doors that close it off. Okay, here's a better idea what the kitchen looks like. So you'd have your fridge. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you got smaller cabinets above the microwave. You have cabinets down here, and then your dishwasher is going to be on this side too. So oven along there, and that's your pantry. Here's the dining area. So you get 3 windows up along there, and then facing out towards the backyard. This one's going to have a gas fireplace. Here's the owner's retreat. Oh, I do like the look of this tiled up bathroom. They have this one tiled all the way up, and then they have 2 lights actually within the shower too. Small little window for the shower. And then this is what I was talking about, like if, like to me, I like it better when this is expanded a little bit more, and then there's some that have like a little, I don't want to call it a cubby, but or I guess it's not a cubby, but it's like an open space here, and you can put like a chair where it's like a little bit more of a makeup area. Or just something where you can kind of get ready in the morning instead of it being right next to each other. Hey Brandon, I'm doing great. How are you doing? We're just going over some houses over at Parks at Wilson Creek right now. Leave a comment if you want me to review any other places, or if you have anything that has popped up. If you're on a home search right now, I can kind of review it. Okay, this is another look. Okay, this one's virtually staged, so I think they're just giving you more ideas. Okay, so this one has, so on the last one, you had this tub here, which I think this is funky, like having the, you have this small little space to get in and out of your bathtub. I don't know if this is like perfectly created. They might have messed up a little bit more, a little bit on the virtual staging on it. Yeah, I do. No, well, I'm on the border of Plano and Frisco. Technically Plano. Okay, let me just write down. I'll do Normandy Windsong Ranch next. Okay. Sinclair. Okay, we'll do Normandy after this. I just want to compare. Oh, I think the janitor's coming around right now. Guys, I'm the only one at this office. Okay, let me just go through a little bit more of this one. And then what I'll do, okay, so that's the Pim Shore. Let me go over to these homes. Let me find one that's, no, I don't. I'm gonna try to find one that is, see, this is on the 50. I'm gonna try to find one that's also like $607,000 so you can kind of get, no, that's not what I clicked on. I don't want to look at the map. Oh, they don't have, okay, I see. Then let's look at this. They don't have any quick move-ins that are going in on the 50-foot lots right now, but let me see another plan. So we got 2-car. Okay, so I'm gonna pick a plan that is like 576, because I think this one would fall in line with that other Pim Shore, because you got to think about this. Okay, the Pim Shore is already a quick move-in, so they've already priced in those upgrades. They already priced in that lot premium. I'm going right now and I'm looking at one that's a buildable floor plan. So this is before you add the upgrade. So I mean, on something like this Westbury plan, I think it's a pretty good comparable, because you'll probably add. See, that's interesting. They have it down to, let's actually go back one more. We'll do a single because I don't want to do a 2-story. Oh my goodness. You guys can tell I'm so good at this. Let's see. That's 1 story. That's 1 story. Okay, we'll do this one because this is 1 story. All right, perfect. Okay, so comparing, we just looked at the Pim Shore plan, David Weekley. This is the Davenport plan. This one's actually pretty popular. I have had some families talk to me about this one. I just kind of remember the name from people talking. This is what a Highland home looks like, which I don't know if I'm too much of a fan over the diagonal island space like the one that was just in there. And also the entryways have kind of curved arches. I don't know, it's a little bit more grand, I guess you could say. But you do, I mean, I don't really see the point of these cabinets like this, these half cabinets. Like, why not just extend that all the way to the top? I'm just saying, like, if you're thinking about upgrading, I think it's kind of a waste to do them like that. It's just going into your storage space of things. I mean, but this one provides plenty of storage within the. So the other one, the Pim Shore plan that David Weekley kind of had the dining and the living room sectioned off a little bit better. This one kind of flows a little bit more, where it's just gonna kind of feel like one big open room. I really do like the colored staging of this, like light blue and gold, or like white and gold. I think that's like a really popular trend right now. I see that in the model homes, like the fixtures. All right, so this is what I was talking about. I like this a lot more than that Pim Shore one, because even though this is together in one piece with these sinks, you kind of get this split, and then you can put, like, this would be like the makeup area or something like that, maybe for your spouse, and then they have a drawer under here. Tiling, I do like that. You don't get a floating tub, not enough room for that. Or maybe there is, but on this one they didn't add it. Let's see, here's the office space. So it looks like the ceiling kind of goes down into your office space for how they have this floor plan. I don't like the offices that have the doors that you can't see out of. I'd rather have it closed off with like those, kind of how this one was. Let's see. I kind of like it better like that when it's open. So yes, PADANIEL, hopefully I pronounced that right. Yes, I do have families that buy, like I've put families over in like the Argyle area, Pecan Square, Harvest, in those spots. It is cheaper. Now, on top of that, you'll see that it's even cheaper when it goes to Northwest ISD. More of the families I work with are trying to get into Argyle ISD rather than Northwest ISD. Just because it's got a little bit better of a rating. You'll also find that the homes that go into Argyle ISD are more expensive than the ones that go into Northwest ISD. Pecan Square, I think majority of those homes are going to go into Northwest. Could be, I'm pretty sure that's the thing. And that's the reason sometimes families don't go with Pecan Square and they rather go with like the Harvest. Because I think Harvest also gets split. Like parts of it go to Argyle, parts of it go to Northwest. Oh, Dallas Cowboys. Okay, so they also have a covered porch area, but I think you get a little bit more space on the covered porch with that David Weekley home. But, I mean, this is still a good amount of space. Okay, do they give me okay, let's look at these. I also like the exterior of, like this one right here. I think this is a beautiful home. How this one is with like a little bit of stone, but it's not too much of a break. Sometimes I'm not a fan of like the harsh break between the brick and the stone. I kind of like more when it kind of blends in together and it's like really subtle. Okay, here is the floor plan for this one. So both of these were 1 story. Let me actually pull up the floor plan. Was the floor plan on this one? Okay, perfect. So we'll just go back and, no, I don't, stop telling me to control zoom. I know what to do. Okay, so you have the family room, you have the primary suite over here. This is your walk-in closet. You have storage, I guess they're using for that. Here's your utility room. You have your bedroom. This would be, so it looks like a mudroom here is what they're doing on this one. Sometimes you see right when you walk into the home from the closet, or right when you walk into the room from the 2-car garage, it'll have the washing machine over here, but it looks like they have it separated from that part. Here's where your shower is. Here are your 2 sinks, tub, toilet, walk-in, storage, bedrooms on this side. I also like, I don't know, for me and like safety, I don't like having the bedroom in the front. I don't know, like personally, I don't know, when I was a kid, I still have this burned into my head. When I was a kid living over in Allen, there was this one time and I would sleep with my light. This is like back when I was like 3, and it's still burned into my memory. I was like 3 or 4, because my family moved over to Frisco when I turned 4. But when I was 3, we were living in Allen, one of the super old neighborhoods around there, and my bedroom was at the front. Like, you know, if you look out the window, it's the front yard. And I remember I was sleeping there. My light was on because I would sleep with my light on because, you know, I'm just a young kid afraid of the dark. And I wake up and there is a person staring at me in the window, like looking at me. And I get up and I run to my parents' room, and then there's a knock at the door. I mean, this was a totally traumatic experience. So from then, like every time I see a bedroom like in the front with like a window facing out, I always think about that moment as a kid. So I kind of like it better. They have the study in the front here, and then you have the bedrooms over to the side, and then you have this shared bathroom between these ones. It's not like a Jack and Jill, so whoever's staying in these bedrooms is going to have to share. Well, let's see what this one looks like with the bathrooms. So these, okay, so it's the same way with these bathrooms. you have the same thing where this one's shared. So pretty, I mean, these are going to be pretty similar, but you have the bedroom at the front. So like that's why I go back to, I like this floor plan better because you have the office at the front. You do have a little bit smaller of like an entryway, it looks like. What else is the difference? Yeah, so smaller entryway on this one. Maybe they're the same. I think it's like, I don't know, there's a pretty long entryway till you get to the kitchen area. This one is, the Highland home looks like it's a longer hallway down. Just keep in mind, like, these 2,400 square foot plans, these 1-stories, are going to feel pretty narrow when you walk into the home, but then in the back side, depending on how they're kind of made, like, this one seemed like the dining here was sectioned off a little bit more, because you can see the dining's over to the, there's like this little cutout where the covered porch is, so you have a little bit more of like a different space between the two. But I think I like this floor plan better. And this floor plan is starting at okay, why? All right, so this is the award-winning plan. So yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was pretty popular. A lot of families go with this one. So 2,200 square feet, starting at $535. So I would then budget, like, you might have a $5,000 to $25,000 lot premium depending on where you're at, and then you might upgrade another potentially 10 to 60, 80. I mean, it really depends on you and like how hard you want to go with upgrades. But I think this one's pretty comparable with this quick move-in that's already ready to go at $607,000. All right, let me go over to Normandy Homes and Winslung Ranch. Let's look at some of these floor plans. All right, I am not a fan of this. Like, blue. What are we doing, people? Did we just get bored? Yeah, I don't. And like at the time of day, I don't know. Personally, I think I wouldn't go with the blue. But that's just me. It's a little too much. Like maybe if it was just like one little accent with the blue, but I mean it's like no, you smurf threw up on it. Okay, let's look through this. You wanted the Sinclair plan. Let's see. The Orleans is a pretty popular plan as well. Okay, here's the Sinclair. Okay, so let me just compare what these exteriors look like. See, I like the look of this when the windows are a little bit bigger up here. Like sometimes with trophy signature homes too, I don't think this is bad. I'm happy that they, not that I'm happy, but you know, it's good to see that they at least provided some windows in here. I think it's a little bit funky when you have like your exterior wall and it has like it's kind of lacking windows. Now, some people do that. I see this, I don't know, see the two windows there that are super small, I think that just looks weird. I like the look of this one. Okay, they do like a little stone accent. All right, here's the inside. So this is the entryway. So you have the office. Okay, so it looks like on that one they had a double stack oven. All right, so even on this one, you can see the dining and then the living room kind of blend in with each other, but I do think they feel separated from each other because you can see the ceilings down here go a little bit lower. So you can actually feel like, okay, I'm walking into the dining room, you know, the ceilings are a little bit lower, and then, okay, I'm walking into the living room, and now the ceilings open up and it's taller now. I do think... and maybe this depends on what room you put up on this section on the second floor. I do think that's a little bit more of a trend of like the overlook here, looking down into the living room, but you might be trying to get all the bedrooms and all that stuff too. So you know, like sometimes that section where it has that overlook will just be like a retreat area or a playroom area or a game room area. But I bet it's like another either media room or something up along here. Let's see, bedrooms. Okay, so I like this. This is split. I think this is good too. You have the floating tub there. Now these floating tubs are gonna feel pretty tight. But I do like how these are separated between the two. There's the walk-in shower. Okay, so it did have an overlap. Okay, cool. So it just wasn't, I couldn't tell from that photo, but this is good. I think this is great here. So I think railing might be a little bit better. Now, if you have a young kid or a small kid, I do see more families going with the wall instead. But I think that if you have the option, I would go with the railing. But I know that some families have younger kids and they don't want to have that open railing because they're just worried about things. Okay, and then here's the media area. All right, so this is starting at $776,000. Let's look at the floor plan. All right, so, all right, this is awesome. 2 walk-in closets. I think that's pretty sweet. Like when families walk in, I definitely notice a difference when I'm walking with families to homes and they have the 2 separate closets. They like those a lot better than having it all one. Now, the bigger one's probably going to go to the wife. Usually what I see with things. Okay, so let me scroll down a bit. Oh, let me scroll down a bit more. All right, so garage has a little bit of a bump out space here, so you have a little bit extra storage. It doesn't look like they're going to do like a 3-car garage. You have a flex room here, so this could be your study in the front. Entryway goes straight into the kitchen, so it's not going to feel like you're walking down like a really big hallway. That's going to feel pretty nice. You have your pantry, storage area, coat closet underneath the stairs. Bathroom, you have a mud bench, so not really a mud room, but a mud bench. 1 bedroom there. All right, so at least this one's offering, I think you could potentially turn that, no, this would just be a study room or maybe another little media room. Maybe you could turn this into a bedroom, but it looks like you do get a bedroom on the bottom. Okay. Stop zooming in, I just want to scroll, man. All right, so owner suite. So I think this is nice. So you get the owner suite with the utility closet super close to each other. You get a smaller closet here, family room, dining room. So going back to this whole thing about the dining room and the family room kind of mash into each other, it is nice that these ceilings get a little bit lower within the dining room to feel a little bit more intimate, maybe. And then the family room is sectioned off, even though, like, you know, they're right next to each other. I know all these different floor plans kind of provide a different look with those. Let's see the second floor. So second floor open to below. So you have the option of railing. Personally, I like the railing better with that half wall, but I do understand why some families rather go with another one. Okay, so foyer area is open to below. I think that's awesome. You get a media area, and then you get the bedrooms up here. I think it's great that these bedrooms also get their own bathrooms, so it's not even like they're sharing their own bathrooms. They kind of get their own separate one. Or this one, I'll say they get their own separate one. This bathroom here is going to be shared with, like, if you're entertaining people upstairs, they would be using this bathroom so that they don't have to walk into a bedroom and then go into a bathroom. This one's just open up to the hallway. This bedroom actually gets their own, but this person, whoever's living in this, is going to have that bathroom there. That's just the only thing. And then here's the attic access. You get another linen closet. Here's the stairs. But I do really like this floor plan. What's this starting at? Let's see. 766,000. So 766,000. Let me just write this down because I want to compare this with another home that's on Windsong Ranch, but maybe one that's actually active at like 8. Let me just write this down. All right, so this is a 61-foot, 3,355 square feet, 2-story, 4-bed, 4-bath. Santosh. Cambridge, Crossing, Salina, Union, Main Builder, Jackson. Okay, I'll do that one next. Let me just write that down. Jackson Town. All right, let me find just another one that's okay. So for this one, I would budget, you know, another. Let's just say 50,000. Let's just look at a house that's like selling at like 815s maybe within Windsong Ranch. Because after your upgrades and things, that's probably where this home is going to be priced at. So hopefully, if you're looking at this thing, clear plan, you're budgeting over $800,000. Let me go to my matrix. Okay. This is going to prosper. I'll pull up one real quick. But really appreciate you guys leaving comments here. Brandon, I didn't see your message. What did you say? I've seen so many Florida plates lately. Seems like all the dumb rules over there got folks coming over here. You should do some more neighborhood drives through fancy neighborhoods. I always enjoy those episodes since most of them are within 30 minutes for me. Okay. I definitely can do that. Yeah, I have too. I have noticed Florida plates too. I'll be honest. I have started to notice that as well. I actually am surprised I don't notice as many California plates, but I think it's because the people who are coming from California, they're trying to change their license plates as quick as possible because they're embarrassed about having a California license plate. I think that's the deal with that. I think Florida people might be a little bit slower because they, you know, Florida and Texas share similar views with things. All right, let's do criteria. All right, I'm on the MLS right now. You guys can't see my screen. I'm not really sharing that, but I'm going to look at Windsong Ranch. I'm going to see what else is around like the same square footage as this Sinclair plan. There might not be anything, but we'll see. Let's do 750 to 900 active. Okay, let's just look at the results, and then I'll open up like Zillow and pull up one. So, let's see, 355, 4-bed. I'm just looking at my screen right now. Hold on, guys. Trying to get a 4-bed, 4-bath. Okay, what is this one? Let's see. Is this a new construction? That's a 2014. I'm gonna do year built criteria. 2022 new. I think this one's comparable, even though it's going to have one more. Okay, perfect. This is a trophy signature. Awesome. So this is a different builder. I think this one's going to be pretty close comparable. It's got like the same square footage. Let me just get the address here. All right, now when I compare trophy signature and Normandy all the way, I don't like the visual look of trophy signature homes. I think they're kind of whack. But some people like them. Like, see this window here. Look at this window. I don't just... Okay, so let's look through this one. This one is 804,000, so I think it is comparable. This one's at 766. I think after you do your upgrades, after you have your lot, you're on a 61 foot. What is this one? This one is on a... I think it's on a 62. I think this trophy signature is also on a 60. It might be on a 55, but I think it's also on a 60. All right, so this one's currently listed at 804,000. Let's just go through here. All right, so this is something to think about with this one. I think on, I don't know what this back side looks like. Do they give you windows from the back? All right, so there might be windows up here. I think something to think about is which way your home is facing. All these windows up here, all right, if your home is gonna be facing like let's say the backside is facing east or west, this whole room is going to be cooking when we get into summertime. So maybe with this floor plan, if you have something that's north and south facing, I think that's going to be a lot more efficient for you. Or you're going to need to do something about maybe adding like some type of tent or more blinds up here, because all of these windows are just going to add more heat to the room. All right, here's the upstairs. So this railing, oh, they gave me railing, but it's horizontal. I don't know. This looks like more like a pig pen to me. I like when the railing goes up and down. I like that more traditional way, and where there's actual wood. I feel like this is just like kind of a cheap gate, and it's a little bit of an overlook. I mean, you get an overlook towards the living room, but not really. You might as well not, because it's just this small little thing. Instead, they put windows here, which I think they could have expanded this and made that whole room bigger, but out towards this way is where your covered patio is. All right, so this kitchen is lacking cabinets. Like, if you had a family coming into this one and they were looking at 3,500, or what is this one? This one's like 3,300 square feet. They were looking at this. They're not going to be fans of the cabinets, because you have not even full cabinets here. You have these two. I mean, you have no space. There's no space within this. You get this. Look at this. Look at this tiny little cabinet. Look at this. Like, why even put that there? I'd rather not have that there and be able to put a bigger fridge. That's just me. Okay. Okay, I do like the bedroom. It is vaulted up. You do get a nice little wooded beam, little accents there. These windows on the back side. You have this bump out. I think that's nice. This one, let me look at what the bathroom on this one look like. Let's see. Give me the bathroom. All right, so this bathroom, I think I like this bathroom better. I don't know, I kind of like both of them. There is this separation. This is where a closet is, and then your toilet is on this side. I think that's okay. You have this separation between the two, which I think is nice. At the end of the day, I'd rather have this separation instead of like one long one. Okay, here's the floor plan. It's not too good, so just work with me here, guys. So you have your covered porch, so a bigger covered porch here. Here's your entry foyer area. See, I like these floor plans when they have like a breakfast nook and then you have your formal dining area. I think that's really good. I think at the end of the day, it's nice to have kind of a formal dining area, so that if you are entertaining, if you do have that bigger family and you're having the Christmases, or you're doing other holiday celebrations over the winter time or summertime, or you're doing bigger entertaining events for people, I think it is nice having this formal dining area that's a little bit, branched off from the kitchen, the living room. But I do like how this is laid out, where everything kind of feels like it's its own little area. So you have the bedroom here, you have a 2-car garage. It looks like your utility closet with the washer and dryers here. Maybe you can connect this, and then you get one walk-in closet. So I even think the walk-in on this one is better, because you actually get two walk-in you get separated walk-in closets, which I think is better. Let's see what else. All right, so here's upstairs. So you have open, it says open to below. You have game room, open to below. So kind of a good amount of areas open to below, but they're just gonna have more windows up on that top. So a little bit less efficiency with the amount of like open space with multiple windows at the top on that second story. You have a media room, and then same similar deal. Like, this one has the bathroom. Okay, so here's the deal with this. You have 2 bedrooms here, and then you have the bathroom with 2 sinks. So I think that is nice, because if you do have kids that are going to be living in these 3 rooms, or maybe you have like your extended family or someone like that, whoever's living in here is going to be like almost like a primary suite in a way, because you're gonna have a walk-in closet, you're gonna have your bedroom, then you're gonna have like the full suite with like the sink, the toilet, and then the tub with the shower. This one, you have the tub with the toilet, shower, and then you have the 2 sinks sharing. So who's ever staying in here, they would be, you know, having to share this whole bathroom, and then this would be the same bathroom that if you are entertaining guests upstairs, that's the bathroom that they would use. Media room, I can't see the dimensions of this. Let's say 20, I don't know what that's too pixelated, sorry guys. I was gonna try to give you the dimensions, because this is, I think you get a bigger game room, but you might get a smaller media. I think you get a bigger media room on this one, at least how it looks like to me. But I think you get a bigger game room on the Normandy plan with that. All right, so hopefully R, I don't know your name. Your name on here is R. Hopefully you stayed for that and didn't hop out of the stream, because I'm done going over the Normandy house, but maybe that gives you a better idea on kind of comparables. All right, so Santosh, did I pronounce that right? Are you still here? You still with us? I know you left a message about the Cambridge crossing. It's taking me a second to get to that, but hopefully you're still here. Either way, we'll look at it. All right, here we go. Cambridge Crossing. Now I have some families that don't pick Cambridge Crossing because it goes to Salina ISD. Okay, yes, you're here. Perfect. All right, Cambridge Crossing, Uni Main, and then I have families that are with younger, like really young kids, like kids that can not even walk, or they're just now starting to walk, going with Salina ISD. I know I talk about this sometimes in my videos, but I do have the families that have younger, very young kids, okay with Salina ISD. Jackson Plant. Let's see what this looks like. All right, so this is super zoomed in. Maybe if I don't know why it's so zoomed in. It's only giving me half the house there. All right, starting from $0. Sounds great to me. All right, here's the Jackson elevation. So which elevation do I like the most? I think this looks a little funky with like this fake window up here. I like the look of this. I think this looks good. Now, here's the thing to think about when you're doing windows, okay? I would choose the option to do a square window. You'll be paying twice as much for a window with blinds that's curved, and then also replacing that window later on in the future. I do think it's better to have like a window like this that's still fairly large, but it's not double like this. Now, maybe this is an office space. I haven't looked at the floor plan, but maybe this is an office space. Maybe you want those bigger windows, but I do think that, or I don't think it is. It's going to be a lot more expensive. Like this is going to be a lot cheaper. It's probably going to cost almost 2 to 3 times as much to kind of deal with replacing this window or doing the blinds on this window later on. I do like how these windows up here are, and then you have, I don't like the look of this, where it's kind of like repeated, where you have this triangle and then you have another triangle going up, and it doesn't really, I feel like this is like a little bit more cohesive, also with this one and how it is. This one feels like a little bit random. All right, let's look at this floor plan. All right, so far it's looking all right, All right, let's start from the beginning. So you have your porch area, you have your flex room, so this would be your study. Okay, so this is going to be the bedroom up here, these windows here, and then this is going to be your study with those windows. Flex room, let's see, you get a walk-in closet, bedroom, and then these bedrooms are going to be shared with these sinks. You get 2 sinks there, so that's good. 3-car garage, that's awesome. That's always a win, especially if you're going to have kids that are then going to drive their own cars. You're really going to be wanting that 3rd-car garage later on in life, especially with how Texas storms are around here. It's not the tornadoes that will get you guys, all right? It is the hail. It is the hail and the wind. I've lived out here all my life. I've witnessed a couple tornadoes. The only one that has really affected the Dallas area was, I believe, back in 2018. 2019. Tornado came through like North Dallas, and really that was like the most major one I've seen living out here. But definitely the hailstorms will get you. And then that's the other thing to think about. Okay, these wooded, they call these shutters. Okay, here's just something to think about real quick, because I'm talking about hail, and I love talking about hail. When hail hits, okay, your home, these wooded shutters get peppered with the hail, and then all of a sudden you have nicks within the wood. So it does look really bad after a hailstorm, because it's inevitable, guys. It will happen, but it's just something to think about when you're designing your home. And this is also how the storms go. Storms, homes that are facing north and south actually get a little bit better protection from the hail than homes that are facing east and west, because how the storms come in here, they usually develop out in like central Texas, and then they move from east to west. We rarely ever have storms coming from, never. We never have storms if we do have storms coming in from like the southwest or the southeast, it's because maybe there was a hurricane that came into like the Houston area, and then it turned into a tropical storm, and then it's pushing up into like Texas. That's the only time I see storms coming in that way. 9.5 times out of 10, the storms are coming in from like the west to the east. So you got to be thinking, if the front of your home is facing out towards the east, and we have facing out towards the west. Sorry, I'm getting flipped in my cardinal directions right now. If your home is facing out towards the west and you have a storm come in, the front of your home is going to get peppered with hail. Now that also depends on how the wind is moving and things like that, but I have noticed that when a hailstorm comes in, these shutters get super messed up when the home's facing west compared to the homes that are facing south or north. But that's just something to think about too, with how storms come in. So that's just the thing I remember seeing on here, is that these have shutters. I'd go without the shutters, but maybe you do want that look with them. If your home is facing north and south, I think the shutters are fine. If your home is going to be facing west, don't do the shutters. Okay, anyways, I digress. Okay, so this is a one-story plan. Dining room is sectioned off from the family room. I do like that. Kitchen, you don't get it doesn't look like a huge oversized island. Primary bathroom, we have this. Okay. Let me see if I can get pictures of the inside of this. I like to see what the actual inside of the floor plan looks like. Oh, this is the Grayson. Give me a virtual, let me look up virtual tour. We drove through homes at Holly Hockey. That's kind of funny. By Newland, right off 423. Nice. Yeah. Hollyhock is a very well-known neighborhood, popular neighborhood. I do like the homes within there, and they do have trophy signature homes in there. I don't know, some of those are kind of whatever, but I think Landon Homes was building in there. I'm kind of doing apples to apples. No, it's Holly Hockey. From now on, it is Holly Hockey. I love that. That is hilarious. Let me see if I can find a virtual plan of this Jackson. I'm not getting me any insights. Okay, I can't really. They have this starting from $0, so I don't even know. I can't go compare this with something else. Do you, Santosh? Do you know what they're starting, or have you talked with the builder in there? Because I don't. I'll go look at the MLS. I'll pull up another one. Okay, so this says it's 20. All right, Clayton. Let me get yours down. I'll do yours next, Clayton, and then probably after Clayton, I'll probably end the live stream because we're already at an hour. Okay, starting from 6:37. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right, so I would budget another 50 to 70K on top of that, maybe 30K, but it depends on the lot premium and how much you're doing in upgrades. It's starting from build from scratch, not like a quick move-in, correct? Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I budget another 50. Let's just say 50,000 on top of that. So then that would put it in like the, let's just say 690s to 710, and then I'll go look at. Okay, so this is 2,931 square feet, 4 bed, 3 to 3.5 bath. We're doing a 3-car. All right, let me just look at Cambridge Crossing and just see what else is like on. And then I'll get to you next, Clayton. Please be patient with me. All right, hold on, I'm looking on the MLS right now. Let's do 6:30 to 7. My Apple Watch just told me it's time to stand up. No! I'm a rebel. I'm not going to listen to you. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I'm pulling up Cambridge Crossing right now. Processing. All right, we're going to do... let's do this one that's at 680, 297. What is this one that's at 3,000 square feet? See, that one's on a 40-foot lot. Is Santosh is the... Jackson Plan, those ones on you, are those building on a 50-foot or a 40-foot, you know? I don't know the answer to that. Let me look. I can do grand homes. I just don't like grand homes. All right? That's my deal with grand homes. I don't really do grand homes cuz I just don't like the grand homes. But I can. If that's what you want, Brandon, we can do it. Okay, so this is Perry. This is on a 40-foot. This is on a 40-foot. Yeah, some of these aren't comparable because they're on... They're not too gaudy. I just think, like... I don't know, grand homes, it's just, when I walk into those, I don't feel as, yeah, they're nice here and there, but... I just feel like the other exteriors, and I've also heard about some people with previous grand homes, like back in the day, having problems with their grand homes with like AC, HVAC problems, things like that. Now, they might have changed those things, and they might have gotten a little bit better. Yeah, maybe pretentious is the right word, you know? Maybe that is the right word, but yeah, I just think they overcharge for like what you're getting as upgrades with some things. And when you walk into their model homes, they're really extravagant, but then it's like, if you want to do that to your home, you got to put in like $100,000, $200,000, like just ridiculous amount of upgrade. It feels like you're upgrading so many things within a grand home from the time and that's the thing with some of these builders. Some of these builders, their custom things come with. Yeah, I think, Brandon, yeah, I think so. I don't know, I just kind of sometimes stay away from grand homes. Like, that's why you don't see me do videos over I think maybe one time I did a video of a grand home, and then after that I never did it. Like, I think I have one video of a grand home on there. Now, I can do more grand homes. If you guys want grand homes, and you're telling me let's do grand homes, let's freaking do it. But yeah, I just don't do it on my own because one, I don't have a lot of people commenting on my videos saying they want tours of grand homes. But that's just me. Okay, I don't know what these Perry homes are building on. I'm trying to find something else that's Union and Main. These ones, yeah, these ones are not. Yeah, there's nothing really comparable that I can pull from. Let's see, what is this one on? This one's a Perry home. 2690. This one's 2957. This is another Union Main. What floor plan is this? Sorry guys, I'm looking at the MLS right now. Okay, they're all 60 lots. Okay, yeah, I think if you can do the 60-foot lot, especially when it's like almost 3,000, like around 3,000 square feet, that looks way better than the 40-foot lots. Let me just show you what one of the, because there's really nothing at the, unless they're more money. Let me look. Might just not have picked the right amount of money. Let's do 736. Yeah, is that a Union Main? Okay, so check this out, guys. And here's the deal with what's happening with this market in some areas. I'm starting to see the MLS starting to change pricing. I'm just going to compare. This one is a... What floor plan is this? This is the model home. I don't know what model home this is. Or I don't know what floor plan this one is, but we're gonna look this one up. Because there's nothing... Since all the other ones on like 40s and 50s, I can't really compare them as well with like where their prices are because there's a lot cheaper homes within that Cambridge community. And I do like the builders better on those like the Perry homes on the 40-foot lots. Yeah, they're on a 40, they're gonna feel smaller, but I do like Perry homes better than the Union Main. But Union Main is still good. So just because I'm telling you I like Perry, don't change up your thoughts on Union Main. But let me just show you this Union Main house that's getting completed right now. Okay, it's on Redfin. It's maybe gonna give me the what floor plan is this? Okay, so this one's $736,000. Now, this home, I can look on the MLS and I can see when the builders change up. This home was originally listed at $709,000. They increased the pricing on the about 6 days ago. About $25,000. This goes back into, okay, the builders are slowly releasing stuff. When they start closing on homes, they'll start going back into those other homes and increasing pricing. This is what you're seeing in some of the areas, okay, around Salina, Prosper. I mean, even though this is Salina ISD, it's kind of interesting that they're raising the prices on this, but it could be because they're really just super low on inventory. That's what the builders are doing right now because they're manipulating the market because that's what they're good at because it's new construction. All right, let's see here. Let me just go through this. So this one says it's going to be done by December. So this one might actually have time to be able to pick the inside. Now, here's the thing with the quick move-ins. The quick move-ins, some of them now with how supply chains are a little bit better, the builders are saying that they're, like I had one family that went under contract. The home wasn't even drywalled up. The builder had already gone to the design center. They had already picked, like the builder had already picked what they were going to do within this home. We kind of worked a deal where we were like, okay, if we do purchase this today or we do go under contract, would the buyer be able to go back to the design center and be able to pick the inside? Now, a year and a half ago, no. Like these builders would say no because of supply chain issues. They only have a certain amount of materials. They're kind of dealing with those things. Now I'm having better conversations with I have some builders telling me that they're building homes within 7 to 9 months, which I'll believe it when I see it. That could happen with some of these one-story plans, but I think supply chains are getting a little bit better. This one's in a December timeline. Being that far stretched out, I bet that this is just now getting the drywall up, so you might still have the opportunity to go pick something within there. Now, when I'm going in and I see a quick move-in, even if the quick move-in has increased on pricing, like how I work the deals with my clients is that I'll go into the builder. I'll say something like, hey, if I'm able to get a contract today within 24 hours, how much will you guys come off the price? With some of these quick move-ins, you'll have the builder come back with something pretty quick saying, okay, I can do $15,000 off, I can do $20,000 off. So I always go in when I'm meeting with the builder, I'm going in there to get more information. I always start with like, hey, if you guys can come off the price, what can you come up with the price with these quick move-ins? Now, over in Frisco with those builders, they're like, no, leave me alone because the demand's so crazy. But over in the Salina, up in some of these Prosper areas, you find a little bit more leeway with these. All right, I want to see the photo of this one. I don't know what the floor plan of this one is. I wonder if I can take a Google image search. Hold on, let's do a Google image search. Figure out the floor plan of this. This is how I figure out my floor plans. This is how you can figure out your floor plans too. Like if you are going around and you're trying to figure out, let's see. Okay, no, maybe it's the Kirby plan. It looks like the Hawkins plan. Trying to figure out. Maybe that wasn't the right one to pull. But that's one way you can. Give me the photos. Oh, my computer's loading really slow right now. Brandon, I like the newer models, but my only gripe is they seem to have only like 5 homes to choose from, and even then they're nice exterior wise, but nothing crazy like Toll Brothers, especially for what exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like Grand Homes, it's just like a little bit like, yeah, the Toll Brothers is gonna feel way better on the inside. I'm glad. Okay, I'm not the only one. All right, let's just see what the inside of this one. So this one is listed at $736,000. I'm not a fan of how low the ceilings are on this one, but it might just be because you have more rooms up top, which, you know, if you're trying to get all the rooms upstairs or you're trying to do something like that, I think it's okay not to have the, you know, it just comes down to your preferences, but I do like how there's some floor plans that have the open ceilings. All right, let's look at this kitchen. I mean, personally, I don't care about windows. Like, give me cabinets, people. I don't care about windows. Give me cabinets in my kitchen. I don't need windows. Island looks pretty small. You only get some cabinets up here. It is nice that they have the cabinets down there, so I think that's fine. You have this one long countertop. I think that is a good amount of space. I just have a gripe with the windows there. All right, here's the washer. Yeah, why couldn't it? Okay, I see what they did. They put all the cabinets in the washing and dryer room, the utility closet. So that's what they did with that. I think there's like one too many. I think this is too many cabinets. But I guess, I mean, it's fine. I mean, families like more storage space. This is a good amount of space between the sinks. You get a really large mirror here. I think that's pretty nice. Floating tub. But yeah, give me the cabinets you put in the... All right, let's look at this. All right, so you have your covered porch area. I think that is nice that it's a little bit more extended. You could put, you know, a couple of chairs out front. Make it look a little bit more homey. Bedroom in the front, I don't like that. I'd rather have the study in the front here and then maybe the bedroom here. Walk-in closet, you have the bathroom. So the bathroom looks like it has its own doorway. There's so many doors. Look at all the doors right here. There's like 20 doors in this little section. You have the door to this closet, you have the door to this room, you have the door to this bathroom, you have the door to this way. There's too many doors in one section for me. I'd rather just have like one door here and the person living in this bedroom has to just go out and use that bathroom. But that's just me. All right, powder room, pantry. Right, here's that kitchen space. Dining over here. I think that's nice. That's a little bit sectioned off from the family room. This is a pretty good amount of space for the back patio. I think that's pretty sweet. Primary suite, primary bath. You get your shower, tub, walk-in closet. A lot of garage space, so it looks like a 3-car garage on this one. Okay, so it's not... Okay, so I think with this one-story plan, I think you can find better ones with higher ceilings. I do like the patio, but I do think this is annoying. Sorry, I might have commented that this didn't have an open. It's not 2 stories, so no duh, it's never gonna have an open. But I do wish this was vaulted up. I do think that's kind of annoying that these ceilings look like they're 12-foot ceilings, but just how the trends are going with things, guys. Living room, if you can go with it vaulted up with like a wooded beam or something like that, a lot more families like that. Now, they might not be offering that option with this one. All right, Clayton, I'm going to get to you now. Satosh, hopefully that answered some of your questions. Clayton, are you still here? If you've dipped out, I'm not going to review this and we're going to end the live stream today. I'm going to end it right now. Clayton? He's here. All right, guys. We're still alive. All right, let's look at this. Okay, are existing homes more expensive than ones from Southgate and Normandy? Okay, so are you talking about Southgate and Normandy within Windsong Ranch too, correct? I think that's what you're talking about. You're trying to look at all the different builders within Windsong Ranch? Okay, perfect. All right, so what are like do you have any examples by chance so I don't have to go scavenging around? Do you have like an example of like a home that's pre-owned right now for sale? I mean, I can look on the MLS. If you have something quick on your that you've looked at before, you can let me know and I can kind of compare it with the other ones. So you wanted Southgate, Normandy, and then you wanted to look at, let's just look at Southgate. Southgate is one of my, actually my favorite builder within Windsong Ranch is Tradition Homes. That's my favorite builder. Then it probably goes Southgate. I like them too. Then Normandy, then like American Legend, and then Trophy Signature at the bottom. Okay, let me look on here. There's some other builders too. I think Huntington. Yeah, exactly. So once again, Southgate, Normandy, Trophy Signature, CB Jenny, Cadence Homes. I think it's Cadence Homes. Maybe it's not Cadence Homes. Maybe it's something else. I know. They're all owned by the same person, which is Green Brick Park. Let me show you guys this. I mean, some people just don't know this, and this is why I go back to, this is how builders manipulate the market. They give the illusion that they're all their own person, but they're not. They're all owned by the same person. All right, so check this out. Let's look at their home builders. All right. Our home builders. And this is a publicly traded company on the New York Stock Exchange. So it's one of those people, you know? All right, so they own CB Jenny. They own Normandy. They own Southgate. They own Century Living Homes. They own the Providence Group. They own GHO Homes. They own Challenger Homes. Okay, so they don't own Trophy Signature. Sorry, that is my bad. I thought they did. Do they not? They might not. Okay, these are all the builders they own. Okay, so oh yeah, they do own. Yeah, look at that, Trophy Signature. That's what I thought. So look, majority of the, I mean, you'll find yourself within a neighborhood that has this builder, this builder, this builder, and this builder within it. And yes, this is a townhome. These are a little bit more like they're kind of, maybe they are kind of going towards different people, but then again, they're all working with each other in the sense of releasing lots, which goes back into inventory levels of things. So just kind of keep that in mind. A lot of these builders actually are owned by the same person. Let's just look at Southgate. One's on Google. Let me see what these prices are at right now. All right, so they're starting 784 to $1 million. All right, this with the stone here like that, I think that's kind of whack. The size of how big this is, I like how this is like a little bit more split up. That's a little bit better. I still don't like how this is kind of repeated on itself with this like type of elevation. This looks a little bit better, but I think that kind of looks weird. that looks okay to me, maybe. I don't know. I like this one. This one looks nice. I like this one. This one looks nice. Okay. All right, let's look at quick movements. Let's just see these. Okay, ready in January. This is priced at $1 million. Let's just look at this one. So this is 61 foot. And then I'll look at a pre-owned one, okay, Clayton? I'll see what else is priced around $939. Just FYI, we cannot see your mouse hover. Oh, okay. Sorry. So you guys were just, okay. Thank you, Clayton. These are the things I need to know. All right, so I was talking about the Chase. The Chase one, where it's like this part, let's see, is that gonna pop up? You see where it says permanent link? Did that pop up for it? I'm looking at my screen right now to see what it pops up on the live. No, it did not. Okay, the part on the Chase where it's like this stone area in the middle, I think that's kind of whack. How big the elevation is, like this huge triangle above the garage, I don't like the look of that. The Grayson plan with this over to the left side where you can see like the small window, and then above that, it's kind of like repeated with that elevation with the triangle. I'm not too much of a fan of that. What is Weston? I do like the look of the Weston home. The Addison home, I think the part where it's like in black with like a different design there, I think that looks kind of weird. But maybe this is just how it's looking through. Like it might be different in person. My favorite one is the Pembroke. I do like that one. The look of this one. However, when it comes to garages, I think the ones that are like 2-car, like double wide, like that, I think that's what you want to go with rather than like these single ones. It's going to be really annoying parking your car. Like this one has what is this? This Grayson plan has two car single like that. With like the middle. I think that's really annoying. This one's a little bit nicer, this Addison plan over to the right, with like that double stack. It's just easier to park your car and leaving in the morning. Okay, anyways, let's look at some other ones that are at $939, and I'll compare maybe some pre-owned ones. All right, so this is at 3,534 square feet, 4-bed, 4-bath, 3-car garage. Let's see, does it give me some pictures? All right, let's just look at this floor plan. Oh, so it does a 3, okay. So that was the thing. All right, that's why I was confused. This actually is, oh, there's the garage. Okay. So that's actually a garage there. So you have a window so that your cars can look outside when they're parked. I don't know. Let's just look at this. Okay. Covered patio, huge. That's awesome. That's also kind of nice that you have dining on this side in its own little section. Family rooms really big, kind of centered towards the fireplace. Owners, walk-in closet. Studies at the front. I think that's nice. Open to below, pantry. You might be lacking on cabinet space here because it doesn't look like you get a whole bunch of space on this side, but I haven't looked at pictures of the inside. Can I go to the second floor? Second floor. Let's see. Okay, open to below. That's nice. Game room here. Looks like these bedrooms. Looks like this bedroom is gonna get the walk-in to the bath, which is nice. This bedroom is not gonna have anything. Okay. Oh, they're calling it a plant ledge. All right, let me look on the MLS now at something else that is at this price point. Oh, let me look at these. Okay, which? All right, I don't like the look of this one. I don't. That's better. That's better. I don't. This gray brick in the middle is just kind of off-putting to me. I do like how that looks, but I'd rather have the I like how these windows are kind of these triple windows above the garage look. Yeah, I like that a little bit better now. does look like this has more shingle on it rather than this one. This one looks like it has less shingles on it, but I don't know, just from the visual look of it. All right, let's go look on the MLS now. And I'm gonna look up what else is like in this price range, and then this will be the last thing we look at for the day, and I'll end the live stream. Okay, so let's do 900s to 1,200,000. Let's do this. Let's do Prosper. Square footage. Let's do 3,500 to 3,800. Or I guess we could do 3,400. 3,400 to 3,800. Alright, we got some results here. Right, let me just find a preamble. Oh, no. Let me just find a preamble one. That's new construction, that's new construction, that's new construction, that's new construction. Okay. This is a good one to compare, I think. Okay, let's look at this and see why it's priced at where it is compared to this one. Nope. Oh, my Google search, guys, it's just okay, so here's one that's listed. So the one that we just looked at with Southgate, that's, let me pull it back up. The Grayson plan was $939. This one that we're looking at right now is listed at $940. So basically the same price. You get smaller square footage within this one. You only get 3.5 baths. 3,473. So hopefully this is Clayton. I think this is kind of maybe what you were mentioning. Like it seems like this one is a little bit old. Like this one is this one's a 2015. So this is a 2015 at $940,000. I do think this is maybe a little bit overpriced. I don't know. I could just be saying that. I haven't looked at any of the other. Like I gotta run like a better market analysis. But let's just look at what this says. Yeah, so they're putting the Redfin estimate at $920,000. Not that that really means anything. Okay, you do get 3-car garage, 3 full baths. Okay, let me look through pictures of this one and see what this looks like. And then we'll actually see where maybe it's located. Okay, this looks like a Highland home. I think this is a Highland home. So you don't get the cover. I mean, what's the point of this? I don't really see a point of having the porch not covered, because you have this whole like I'd rather have like flower bedding in here and make it like a little bit more presentable. I mean, this is just kind of like a way. Like, what are you gonna put chairs out here, and then when it rains, you got to bring the chairs back in? I mean, I don't really understand that. Okay, let's look at this one. So here's the dining. Okay, the vaulted up, I think that looks really good. Kitchen space. Looks nice there. Yeah, I think this one is a little bit more priced out, but you have like an office space here. I think that's pretty tight with the dining area to have your office space right there too, but I kind of understand it, especially if you have another room with the dining. I think that's okay, because this is more like a breakfast nook area. Here's a better idea what it looks like. I think that's pretty nice too, to have these built-ins. Here is the, I guess this is just like a media area. That's the bathroom. Your enthusiasm making my move energize. Making move is, wait, your enthusiasm is making move energize to move. Making me more. I think that move. I think move was supposed to be more. I get what you're saying. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. The rest of these bathrooms look pretty plain. Making me, yes. Right on. Okay, these bathrooms are pretty plain with these other bedrooms, but I think that's okay. I mean, I think really when it comes down to if you're building your house out and you're doing the upgrades, put money into the kitchen and into the owner's bathroom. I do like how big the covered porch is. Now, do they have a neighbor on the backside? This is the ultimate question. They do have a neighbor on their backside, so I do think that this price is maybe a little bit too high. All right, this one's but this one's got more baths in it. I'm looking on the MLS right now at another house. Is there a virtual of the Grayson plan so I can see the inside of what this thing looks like? Come on, y'all. Trying to see if they had it on the MLS. No, they don't have it on the MLS. Oh, this one's priced out crazy. 3-4. Yeah, I think you're getting better prices with some of these. Now, let me look at the site plan. See where these homes are located. That one was on a. Right, here's the other thing is that the size of the lot also depends on the prices. So the one that we just looked at that is priced out more, it's on a. Let me look at the lot size of it. Okay, so okay, here's the other reason. So Clayton, hopefully you're still here and you haven't dipped out yet. The reason you're seeing some of these Southgate homes are on 61-foot lots. The other ones that you're probably looking on right now, or at least the ones that I was just looking on the MLS, are like 74 to 80-foot lots. So that's why you're seeing maybe it's an older home, maybe it doesn't have as many baths, but it's because it's on a larger lot than these Southgate homes. So that's the main reason. Hopefully that makes more sense. I'm glad we could figure that out together. Detectives! All right. Did we want to go over anything else? I think that's kind of it. Yeah, these 61s are still, I mean, that's still a good size. Like, I would say families are trying to go over the 55s. I think long term, if you can have something that's like over a 55-foot lot, has more than like a 120 depth on it, that way if you want to put in, you know, a pool or something, you'll have the space to do that. Okay. That's where I'm going to end the video today. So thank you guys for watching. It looks like most of you guys have already dipped out. So we'll end the stream here. Now, every Sunday at noon, join me. We'll do this again. This was fun talking with you guys and just looking at houses and learning some stuff. So peace out, guys. Take it easy.